We're back. It's Offensive Talk Radio with Mafia Life Chris.
Captain Hate.
Mike Waz.
PD Flow, the king of all hate, a.k.a. the Haiti Kid.
We thought that the last show was going to be about like 3 different topics. Police brutality, white guilt, but it turns out that white guilt just fucking took over.
Took the cake.
I mean, we could have, and we could have kept going. We actually give a fuck about not boring you.
That's right.
And that is always the topic. Just on a side note, we always give a fuck about not boring people.
Definitely.
That's right.
So
we
magnanimous.
still let Guaz talk.
We're
Nice one. That's a good line.
That was a good one.
Yeah, all kidding aside, we keep these shows to anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes for that
Because
reason.
we could fucking talk for 2 hours straight, but who the fuck wants to? And by the way, I saw another guy, Offensive Something. This motherfucker put up a 3-hour show on YouTube with a fucking video. Who the fuck
is gonna listen
it could
to
be
you for
it could
3
be
hours?
Howard Stern. I got all those Howard Stern dissed down
He
there.
has a show with the word offensive in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You gotta get the lawyers
Pay
out.
attention. You're not
Get the
drunk.
get the
You're not
lawyers
drunk and
out.
you're not high.
All right.
It was a show, some other
I am.
offensive something, some offensive something.
Okay.
And he put up. It was a 3-hour show. Who the fuck? It could be the funniest 3
had-
hours ever.
he-
Nobody's listening for
he had
3
12
Are there
fucking
lesbians?
hours.
After
midgets.
2 years, he had 12 hits. So listen,
All right,
I really want to get into the police brutality thing because
Mike's favorite.
first of all, most importantly, the most important reason is because of what went down with Mike Brown.
Exactly.
And what's the guy from Staten Island?
Eric Gardner.
Eric Gardner and the police brutality
The
topic.
Lucy Kid.
Yeah, seriously. So I mean, honestly, which one of those, Captain Hate? Which one of those 2 cases are more disturbing to you?
I'm going to say the guy in Staten Island. All right, listen. The bottom line is the guy didn't resist. He'd still be alive. He would have been out with a desk appearance ticket at best. But
Well, he had 23 arrests. We don't know.
regardless,
He might have gone to the island, but that's not a reason to resist.
right, 3 days the most. All right, DAT or
That's
3
not a
days.
reason. I agree.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
You know, but he just shouldn't have resisted. Bottom line. And to say it's a black and white thing is stupid.
Wow.
'Cause there was a black female sergeant standing right there the whole fucking time, which nobody fucking talks about. So, I mean, was it a little
See, that's the
excessive?
thing that
The
gets me.
media's
That
bad.
the
The
media
media's bad.
spins it right for racism,
Yeah,
and then Al
yeah.
Sharpton
It's
jumps on the
outrageous.
racism.
Al Sharpton's
But
gonna
Al
Sharpton
have
got
to stir the pot.
Sharpton got his foot put in his mouth. And
They
when
got to
you
stir the
saw
pot.
the interview
That's all they got to do. He
with
is scum.
Eric Garner's wife. And she's sitting there talking to the reporter, Al Sharpton, with his big fucking giant horse
Raisin
head
head.
from The Godfather with in this fucking
He
suit
looks
sitting
like
right
the-
next.
he looks like the
He looks
California
like
raisin.
his head
Yeah,
looks
he
like the
really-
horse
his
from The
whole body looks
Godfather.
like California raisin.
That
He's like a
fucking
Sharpay.
Bottom line is this: he's sitting there, and he asked the question. He goes, "Do you think this was racism?" And she says, "I don't believe this was racism. I don't feel this was racism." They knew Eric.
was just
He hung
police.
out on the corner.
Right.
They knew his name. It's like the 30th time they asked him to get off that corner. They weren't really breaking his balls because it was the
But
30th
they didn't
time.
just appear.
And
The
on top
store
of
owner
that,
called them.
All right, so I don't want to.
Philip Banks, the highest-ranking black officer in the city, was the one.
Philip Banks, who the Fresh Prince of
I
Bel
knew you
Air's
were gonna
uncle.
say that. That's what I think every time I hear it. He was the highest black police officer in the city.
He was
And
high?
He was high. He was
That's
very
racist.
high. He's black. Anyway, so bottom line
You're
is
insinuating
this.
all black people smoke weed.
But listen,
Nah, all white people
listen,
smoke weed.
and
They
play
just front
bass.
like they extra special.
Everybody smokes weed, first of all.
Bottom
right?
line.
not
But even
me.
doctors,
But I-
lawyers, nurses, everybody. The
But
teacher,
I don't want to.
Monsignor, I'm not going to say
I
that.
don't want to
cool.
steer this in a way because purposely I don't want to go the way of racism. We can all agree that the media turned it into racism, but the truth of the matter is, this is
It's
about
like
a
the
cop.
protesters.
This
Are
is
you
about a cop.
protesting racism or you protesting excessive force? There
Right.
seems to be some confusion here, and they're kind of milking both sides.
Right.
But they ain't really being. They asked the little the
That's
girl
what's
who was
important
protesting, "Oh, so what makes this racism?" And the girl goes,
Nothing.
I don't
Listen,
know.
everybody's
Right.
talking,
It looked
the
bad. It
police
looked
need
bad.
to be retrained. This one.
How
How
about
about
retraining
people
people to act
retrain your
normal?
fucking kids to fucking listen to the fucking police?
Bottom
How
line
about that?
responsibility
I'm
has been
actually
abolished.
somewhere in the middle of what he's saying. I'm somewhere in the middle. With,
Right.
If you show them a
like
little
completely
respect,
forgetting about
Hold
color,
on.
talking about
Talk
a
about
cop
everybody.
taking him down the way. That,
Now
you know,
let a felon, a real felon, and a real criminal speak right now. Because I'm a real criminal. I'm a real outlaw. Not like these faggot wannabes out in the street.
He's
complaining.
talking about me right in front of my face.
Who's talking about you? I'm
said
talking
it.
about these faggots out in the street that don't understand how they're supposed to deal with cops because they're faggots. They're not real thugs. They're not real street kids.
Oh, that's not me.
I don't give a fuck who it is. White, black, green, orange, yellow. Last year, about a month, end of November last year, I got arrested right on my corner. The cops grabbed me. This cop was a complete fucking jerk off. He threatened for no reason. I went peacefully, my hands behind my back. He threatened to slam me on my head if I didn't stop allegedly fidgeting. I don't know what he's talking about. I was in pajamas.
Why didn't you pull out your white privilege card?
I know. I wish I did. I wish I would have swiped it because I am the opposite of that.
I'm waiting for mine.
So he threatened us. I said, officer, I'm here. You got me. There ain't nothing. And I just quietly went. I did my 2 days in central booking and I went home. Me and my friends have been dealing with this shit, and you guys have all been around.
If you would have resisted, you would have got fucked up?
He would have slammed me on my face. I was doing nothing.
Was he a greaseball cop?
Nah, he was like a big. I couldn't tell what he was. He was bigger than me. I'm about 5'11", 260.
Yeah.
This guy was muscle. He was about 6 feet. 240
So he was like, I'm a military
And
cop.
ready.
I'm not a military cop. I'm a highway cop.
He was ready to put me on
And
my...
just because we want the details and the visual and try to compare it to what happened
Right.
With
Ask whatever
Staten
you
Island.
want.
He was white?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Big white guy with glasses.
Big tough guy
Probably
jerk
a little
off.
young. Absolutely.
Big
Probably
tough guy
a little
jerk
younger
off.
than me even. I'm full disclosure. I'm 36.
All right.
Probably a little young. And
So it almost became police brutality.
I mean, but I just shut the fuck up and
Exactly.
assured him that I was not fighting back. You got me. I'm in cuffs. I was in fucking pajamas and slippers. I went to central booking in pajamas and slippers.
What'd they give
and
you?
I came home in pajamas and slippers on a fucking late November night in and giant pajamas and slippers. I didn't fucking.
How many hours were you there? And what'd you eat?
I was there for 2 days.
What'd
I
you
ate
eat?
nothing.
They didn't give you no
no, they gave
frozen
me. I
milk?
ain't fucking eating
That's like
that
a
shit.
whole.
With
That's
dope
like a
heads.
whole nother show.
Bro,
Like,
there
love
were
that.
dope heads
I just wanna
passing
know
out
if
around
the
me.
food was good that night. They give you a banana, frozen banana.
I was
Rice
I
Krispies?
was dancing around mines because they were dope heads. I took all my clothes when I came home and threw them out.
I heard every conspiracy on how the white man was
the
keeping
bottom
everybody
line
down.
is,
Go ahead.
historically, and I could go back in history and tell you a million times. Me and my boys hung out on fucking Flatbush and Quentin, Flatbush and R, Flatbush, whatever, 36th and Quentin. Everybody here knows if you hang out in a big group of fucking people,
It's over.
the cops are gonna grab you.
They're gonna
if
drive
you look
by.
suspicious, the cops are gonna grab you. And if there's 20 people, at least 10 are holding something. Yo, be a better crook or get the fuck off the corner. I don't know what else to say. I did 6 months in jail. I've been arrested at least 8, 9 times.
So
I'm not I ain't some white privileged jerk off who fucking whatever, never had an encounter with the cops. The bottom line is they are granted certain fucking powers because they need to protect our grandmothers, our mothers,
Yes.
our aunts,
And that means
our
being jerk-offs,
kids.
no matter what
And
they
you
gotta
know
do.
what? They are fucking jerk-offs. And like I said, when Captain Hay talked about what he was talking about, I think that there is a halfway point where people need to treat their fucking kids to be more respectful toward cops.
Right.
And the cops do need to be a little
Tone it
more,
down a little bit.
They gotta stop treating soccer moms like
let's
tone it down a little bit.
The cops are out there treating soccer moms like criminals because I guess they're scared of getting shot in the face because all the animals out there.
You never
But
know.
no, I know, but they are treating soccer moms like fucking, and that's disgusting. You want to throw me on my face? I'm an outlaw. Throw me on my face. I don't give a fuck. I'll laugh after. I wouldn't file a fucking lawsuit.
Shout out to
So we got
outlaws.
to get to it. The meat and potatoes, which is was it police brutality?
Which one?
Did the
no,
cop
neither one.
killed
Neither one.
Eric Gardner?
Absolutely not. He's 6'5", 400 fucking pounds. If you ever been to a Florio barbecue and you see a Florio fist fight, my brother BJ's 160 pounds. All 4 of us couldn't hold him down. My brother Eddie's a tiny guy. All 4 of us, and all you know for a fact,
He's a beast.
couldn't hold
BJ's a
him
beast.
down.
So just to
and
double
my brother Eddie, you couldn't hold him down. If my daughter had her ears pierced when she was 3 months old, took 4 people to hold her down. That's a true fucking story. So don't fucking tell me a 6'3", 6'4", 400-pound guy. What were you supposed to do with him?
Fucking
Just let him
ECW,
go. Just let
Florio
him go.
barbecue.
It's a fucking tragedy that he's dead. And I
Right.
feel bad for his family.
And then he had a heart attack.
Exactly. I just wish
health.
he would have put his hands behind his fucking back.
And one
And
piece.
shut
And
up.
went peaceful. He'd be alive today. He'd have some petty fucking crime like the rest of us do.
He would have got
And
a
that'd be the end
citation.
of
It would have been over.
That's
True.
the end of it.
But
It's
30
got nothing to do
times?
with black or
30
fucking
times?
white. Because and people
His
who
wife
know
even
me
said it's
know
not racial. His
I've
wife.
been through the same bullshit. I don't want to.
But you cut me
And
off.
I don't mean to cut you off,
Go
but I
ahead,
want
go
to
ahead.
push it to Ferguson really quick. We
Go
got
ahead.
2 more minutes.
Go ahead.
Now, the Ferguson case.
Ferguson-
Because we know all the other stuff.
That's not even debatable with this. That's stupid. This one was debatable. That one is stupid.
Was it police brutality? Yes or no?
No, it was not police
There isn't
brutality
even
in the
debate,
least
no.
bit. And I will tell you this: bottom line is this: that side can lie, this side can lie. Forensics don't lie. Eric Holder put the FBI over that investigation from the beginning. It started. They worked with the local and state authorities. They saw the forensics, 3 separate teams of coroners, 3 separate teams of forensic experts. They determined the kid went nuts on the cop. He punched him in the face. He did everything. The cop even. There were eyewitness testimonies
We're
at
talking
the
about a
grand
giant
jury.
human here.
6'4",
Not a small
almost
guy.
300
Tell a cop
pounds.
you're too much of a pussy to shoot me.
You're gonna get. Let me tell you something. Bottom line is,
And
you
the
don't punch a
evidence
cop-
shows he
The
did not put
gunpowder.
his hands up.
He had
No,
He charged
the
him.
exit wounds and the entrance
So
wounds.
this whole
prove that
hands up,
it's
don't shoot
bullshit.
is
Yeah.
absolutely
Bullshit.
inaccurate.
It's
Ac-
bullshit.
inaccurate.
Liberal
they're protesting
media,
on a
white
lie.
I
guilt
seen
jerk
a
off.
black
Protesting on a lie.
congresswoman on
Complete
TV
lie.
the other day.
Whether you believe it or not, it's the
I'm not
truth.
a big fan of Sean Hannity, but he asked
He's a
her.
hack jerk
He,
off.
listen,
Yeah, he's
I
but
can't stand
he
him.
Hannity's
asked the
an
lady.
awful
He
hearing us say that.
asked this black congresswoman if she actually seen the evidence.
Saw this.
And
Oh,
she said,
Jessica told me about
no,
Yeah, I saw
it
this.
does not make a difference.
this. Don't
to
make
me.
a difference. Yeah.
All right, so basically
the
that's
evidence doesn't matter,
that's the-
Hannity said?
that's
That
the-
was it.
That's
The
that's
Ferguson
the
thing
view-
is a joke.
That's the view out there.
The Eric
Yeah.
Garner thing is at least a debate. The
There's a
Ferguson
complete-
thing
when
is a
people
joke.
are angry, they're
Kill
angry.
yourself burning down your own
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
neighborhood.
There's a
you
complete
little
disregard for
assholes.
evidence and facts. They're just going on
The Ferguson
emotion,
thing is
like
a
the liberal
joke.
progressive mindset. All emotion, no
Eric
facts, and
Garner
they
at
don't
least has
matter.
a discussion.
And you want to know
It's
something?
fucking
Now that
right.
all the evidence out, and now that everybody's been talking all the radio shows, I think it's plain to see. There are a lot of people that are realizing that was really fucked up. People shouldn't be burning down the fucking places
Black
in their
businesses,
neighborhood.
people that
Basketball
built their
players
lives.
shouldn't
Well,
be
think
wearing
about this. Just think about
fucking
this
shirts,
real quick.
and football players shouldn't be coming
You're a
out with their
black
fucking
person who
hands
lives
up.
in
Fuck-
Ferguson.
and fuck you,
You
LeBron
disagree
James.
with the
Fuck you.
agreement. You excuse me. You disagree with the decision. Right? You're a black person who disagrees with it. Now you feel the cops are against you, the justice system is against you, and now your own fucking neighborhood is against you because you got to be scared they're gonna burn your shit down
Yeah,
for no fucking reason. Now
anybody-
you're affecting your own people. You're idiots.
Did anybody
You're
hear the phone
morons.
call? Did
Black,
anybody hear the
white,
phone
green,
call?
yellow, orange. You're morons.
Did anybody hear the phone call that I put up that they put on the Blaze from some guy Ed from Queens that called?
Heard
Oh, that
that.
was great.
That called into
Ron,
Opie.
It's good that
Jim
we
and
all.
Opie.
Serious. He fucking went off this guy. He basically said if he was the mayor of Ferguson, he would have had the fucking National Guard there telling these people, fuck you, go back to your fucking
back to your
house.
house.
You ain't fucking looting shit. And that's it.
That's what should have happened.
What's
And
more
that's
important,
it.
people's right to
Right,
protest?
people have no
or
respect for law and
respecting
order
those people's
anymore.
businesses that serve that community day in and day out and
doubt.
gave their lives to build those businesses.
They're all unfortunate situations, but when
Very.
it comes down to nitty gritty,
Bullshit.
cooperate with the police.
Shut the fuck up.
And with one case,
Put your hands behind your
it's a
back.
sad situa- and shut the fuck up. Put your hands behind your back.
And let
Your
the
hands-
lawyers sort it
Your
out.
hands were not in the
You
air.
cannot win.
Exit wounds
You can't
don't
win.
correlate,
You
motherfucker.
can't win no matter how big of a dick the cop
And
is.
the
You
mor-
can't win.
and there is
And
no
the
Bray
moral,
White's
and the moral of
conspiracy.
the entire
There is
story is pants up, don't loot.
Yes.
Hands up, don't.
Offensive
up,
talk
don't loot.
radio.
Had-